How is it going today?
Loyalist.
Kid of Dwayne.
My name is Jasmine.
We're Dwayne N Jazz. Today we have for you WandaVision Episode 5 Review.
Yes.
But before we start, if you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on our social medias in the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's dive on in.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. Spoilers. We spoiling it, okay?
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen it, make sure you guys go ahead and see it. We don't do live reactions of it because, copyright. But we can talk about it. So where we starting off at? Because first of all, let's start off with the time. When we saw 41 minutes.
Yeah, well,
I was like, thank God.
They gave us more, but he still gave us like 7 minutes of credits. Still.
They sure did. They
said
you gonna get these credits, man.
But let's just address the big thing first.
The elephant in the room.
Yes. So remember a while back when we were because I was looking up like the cast just to get the name of like Vision and Wanda correct so I don't mess up. And then when I did that, I saw somebody's face in the cast list and I saw their face in something else. So that's why I was like, oh, I might have just spoiled myself because I think that person is going to come and be their brother and I was right.
And we was right.
And it was Evan Peters.
Woo!
Evan Peters, Quicksilver, that was seen in
the X-Men version.
Yeah, in Fox. And since Fox and Marvel are now joined together, I guess now they can do that.
Yep.
So now we have Evan Peters' version of Quicksilver coming to visit Wanda and be alive. And I'm so glad that Darcy acknowledged it because she was like, she just recast her brother. And I think that was because her brother, which was Aaron Taylor, I believe is his name, and he was dead. He was dead from Ultron. And so throughout the show, they were like, oh, you can't bring dead people back to life and stuff like that. That's what she was saying. But the kids said that she could bring dead people back. And she was like, no, I can't. So I don't know. There's the thing with that too.
Right.
But if that's the case, then I'm thinking that's why they went with Evan Peters to be the new
my question
brother.
Yeah, right. That was, first of all, that scene was very awkward between them because she was like, Pietro? And he was like, yeah, come give your brother a hug. And she's like,
it's a completely different person. It's not the same person.
So that lets me know that she didn't will him into existence or whatever, or change reality.
Or what if she unconsciously did it?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or
talk about, there we go.
Probably did it.
Let's talk about the red elephant in the room. The devil himself. He's basically Satan of the Marvel Universe. And she was saying that she don't even remember how she got there.
True.
They did show a scene where she went to Sword and then, went crazy and stole Vision's corpse back. So that's confirmed. She went over there to Sword
and took his body.
Took his
dead body. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, did she take his body and she's using it as a puppet? And that's basically what she's doing.
Yeah.
So she's using his dead body as a puppet and animating it and everything. And
then, it was just so much in the episode. Are we going to even talk about how the kids can age themselves up?
Oh, yeah. That's another thing.
What?
The twins, because they were babies in the beginning of the show. Then they aged up to 5. And we're just like, what the hell? They just grew, and we're like, they're gonna become teenagers by the end of the week. They're gonna become teenagers.
Right. We was thinking by this episode they're definitely.
And then they
15.
magically found a dog that they were trying to hide and stuff. And she was like, oh, you're not ready for a dog till you're 10. So they said, okay. And then they aged themselves up another 5 years and went to 10. And I'm just like,
wow,
and the fact that she did that, they did that in front of Agnes too.
You know what?
They did that in front of Agnes, and Agnes saw it like it was just nothing. It was
something
whatever.
is definitely up with Agnes.
Yes.
It is up. Because remember they tried to name the dog something else. And then she was like, no, name him Sparky. And I'm like.
But also, what, Sparky?
Yeah, no. Agnes was like, yeah, name him Sparky. And I'm like, they can't even name their own dog without her trying to manipulate.
Well, it was also scary because before they even aged up to 5, it was like she wanted to watch the kids and stuff. And Vision was like, oh no, I'll do it. And then that was when she was kind of just you want to do that over again?
You want to do that take over again?
You want to take it from the top? And then Wanda was like, huh? She was like, you want me to watch the kids, so you want to start that over? She knows that she's playing a part, and she was just like, yeah, let's just take it from the top since we, kind of messed up there.
Yeah, then Vision has to
And then Vision is like, what the hell was that? What?
We're not going to pretend like we didn't hear that.
Wanda's like, what? It's like, what are you talking about? And then he's like, yo, something is wrong. What the hell is going on? So, Vision in this episode is just picking at everything that's happening. He knows that something is wrong.
Yep.
And the weird part was when he went to work. He went to work and his coworker, like kind of then he realized like he had powers or something, like Vision kind of like remembered that he could do something.
They made like an old school computer and then somebody sent them an email.
And it was from Sword, wasn't it?
Right, it was from Sword.
It was from Sword, and it kind of like looked like it broke Vision out of like whatever trance he was in, and then he realized that he could do stuff like as Vision, and so that's when he went to his coworker and went like that, and then he saw the coworker's actual like personality come out, and he was like, oh my god, where's my family? I need to call them. And like he was like, she's controlling me, she's in my head and all that stuff, and then he was freaking out, and then Vision just made him go back, and then he was like, oh hi. I was like, oh my god.
I was like, whoa. And he's like, I hear her voice, I hear grief in pain in my head. Get her out of my head. Get her out of my head. And
so
then
it shows that she's really controlling these people in this town. Like she is in their head. Like, you are going to do what I want.
Yeah. Then they had that part where they was looking for the dog, and then somehow Agnes found it dead. Found it dead eating leaves, and I'm like,
But that also points me to Agnes being a witch, because she was referencing a lot of like chemicals and things. Like she was like,
remember she sprayed that spritz over the babies when she was like,
lavender is really good and stuff like that.
I don't know if that was really lavender.
I'm looking for dark liquor. And then when she was when she found the dog, she's like, I found him by my azalea leaves or bushes or whatever like that. So it's like, it's a lot of references to herbs and stuff. So I'm like, is that saying like that she's a witch?
I don't know, but I just found it highly weird that dog, you know, she comes at the perfect moment every time. She knows exactly what they need. Exactly. And Vision was catching on to that too. And he was like, I'm waiting for somebody to come, because like they had the dog and then she came, oh, I have a doghouse. Like, how do you know that? How do you know that from not even being inside the building? Exactly.
How do you know?
And then he's like, you know, and then she's like, you could, then they like almost like using the kids to like make her like bring the dead back. I don't know if she could do that, but she was saying that, you know, you got to let things go. But I'm like, you built this whole little pocket reality.
You're not letting things go,
right? And then we go back to the Sword agents, and you know, where they had the little drone. Monica had the drone, and she was like, because they did that thing where they shot up her old 70s clothes and realized that it was made out of the same material that she went in with. Because he was like, didn't you have like a bulletproof vest on? And she was like, yeah, the pants are made out of 80% Kevlar. And so that means like it's like transposed or something like that. Yeah. So it's like she's really rewriting the reality of those pants. Imagine. So it's like, okay, so we have to put in stuff that she can't reverse. So they got an 80s style drone, and they went in there. And then I don't even know, the acting Sword director had a dang on missile on it.
I know, and he was like shooting stuff, and even Monica, she was like, no, don't do that. Like, don't shoot at her. Like, she's already hostile. Like, she was already looking at the drone with the red eyes. Like, do not shoot at her. Yep. Like, but he wanted to do it anyway. But he was labeling her as a terrorist the whole time.
The whole time.
He wanted to get her the entire episode. Exactly. And Monica didn't. She was like trying to be peaceful. And the thing with Monica too was when she was getting her x-rays and her examinations, and they were like, it's coming up like empty or whatever like that.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
And then they were like, we need to do it again. And then Monica was like, forget about it. I think that she was just trying to like hurry up and get this Wanda thing under control. But I think that confirms that she does have powers right now.
Something's up with her, for sure.
I think that she definitely has powers right now as the new, or the first, is she the first Captain Marvel?
I think.
Or the new Captain Marvel. I don't know.
I think she's the first I can't remember. I really can't remember, but she is going to be Captain Marvel baby in this universe, maybe. I don't know. There was some shade towards Captain Marvel too.
And I think that shade because like she did kind of like mention her, but not saying like her name and stuff like that. But I think that she's mad because of what happened with her mom.
I think that Captain Marvel's radiation power that she got from one of the stones maybe inherently gave her mom the cancer.
I'm thinking maybe that, and
on
maybe
top of,
because her mom was in the hospital, maybe she didn't see Captain Marvel come to visit her mom.
Maybe that too. And maybe
she was
at
probably
all.
Out in space doing stuff.
And on top of that, didn't come save them. You know, because she's all up in space instead of saving her home planet. Yeah. She's all up in space, not saving her home planet. And if she never went to go into space trying to, you know, save other people, then she probably would have had time to save the people on planet Earth, her true family. And then Monica would have had a couple more years to spend with her mom before she died, because she never got to truly
so I
say
think that's
goodbye.
why she's mad at Captain Marvel. Like, she probably never visited and was just like, you just forgot about us, didn't say anything, so I'm not talking to you.
Yeah, so
because her mom is dead now,
yeah.
so she's like, yeah, I'm not trying to mention her at all.
But
I think that she definitely has powers too, because when you think back to when Wanda pushed her out the house and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She woke up like, like it wasn't like, it's just like, it wasn't that bad, but she got hurt, but like not too bad. But then when Wanda came out of that pocket reality,
once they set that drone out,
in her outfit after the war and everything, and she was in her regular clothes and she had her accent back and everything, she saw Monica, she was like, oh, you're here, like I'm seeing you again, like as if like I meant to hurt you.
Yeah, she thought she didn't. She thought she didn't want to hurt her. No,
I meant to mess you up when I pushed you out. So I'm surprised to see you walking and talking to me right now. So I was like, oh, so she has the powers. Because she's okay. Yeah. If she was a regular person, she might have been dead. Yeah. Maybe. Or critically hurt. So yeah.
So I'm like, whoa. That scene where she hopped out of her pocket reality with the drone.
I was so scared for everybody. And then she turned she made everybody aim at somebody else instead of her. Yeah. And she wasn't scared at all, but she was out there. She was not scared of anybody.
Remember they was talking about her.
At all.
She was almost able to beat Thanos and
by herself.
Blitz. It didn't send the Blitz. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's like she is one of the stronger Avengers. And
the face off with Vision and
in the house. Yeah. Oh man, that was intense.
He was like, this is wrong. What you're doing is wrong and everything. Like he's like, I talked to my coworker. I talked to him without your influence, and he was freaking out and stuff like that. He was like, this is not right. And
she tried to stop the show.
Right.
She started rolling credits all of a sudden in the middle of the thing.
She rolled the credits on him in mid argument. He was like, no, you're not going to do this and stuff. And then when they were arguing, she was like, oh, you never spoke to me like this. And he's like, I don't know who I am, Wanda. I'm freaking out. It's like, I don't know what's going on.
Ever since we got here, I can't remember who I was before we got here.
Right. And she was like, is that not enough? He's like, no, like I don't know what's going on. And then like that's when he like used his powers and levitated, and then she got up too and was like, look, this is my world, okay?
And then that's when we got that ding dong. He said, oh God, I guess that's you too. And she was like, that's when we realized that she was like, she doesn't control everything because she don't even remember how she got there.
Yeah, so some things are definitely being manipulated by Mephisto.
I think for sure. Now, like this confirming that there is a higher power making these possibilities and different things happen. Yep. And it's just gonna be it's just mind blowing. Now this episode might have been the most important episode in all of MCU history. The fact that they are going to they basically probably gonna do away with like the other universes and then like maybe merge them, and then this is where we're gonna have let there be mutants.
And I think that this is also introducing Wanda as like kind of like the villain.
I think she's gonna be the villain
because like she almost or could have killed the dude that she aimed all the guns at. Yeah. And when she went back into her pocket reality, she did something to the outside barrier where it's not like invisible anymore. Like it's red. So I'm thinking like if somebody tries to go in there, they're gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yeah, and I think that I can't remember his name at the moment, but I think the Sword acting director right now may be a Skrull. I think it might be a Skrull because they made us think that the Skrulls are like these good guys, but what if they're not? What if that's the thing? Like they're trying to trick us. Like this whole time you thinking these guys are good, but they're really not, and that's gonna lead into the Secret Invasion with Nick Fury series because Spider-Man, what is it? It's the Home series, right? The latest one in the Home series. I can't be remembering all these homes like Homecoming, Home series. Knock it out the park. Like, no, but like it was 8 months after that. And so in Multiverse of Madness, Doctor Strange is probably gonna be fighting Wanda. Wanda's probably at the end of this series. I'm thinking that Wanda is gonna be just angry with grief, and these people are not leaving her alone. She wants to have a family, something she's never had. She's gonna go wild. Mephisto's gonna help her realize maybe more of her power and just go crazy, and that's gonna also lead into Spider-Man. The Spider-Verse. They're gonna have Toby, they're gonna have the Amazing Spider-Man, the first series, they're gonna have them all of them, and it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. And that's only a few months after I think it comes out this Christmas or near Christmas, the Spider-Man 3 movie.
Supposedly.
I think it really is gonna come out.
I don't know, the way they
so
pushing
many
back
rumors
Black
about
Widow, the way they pushing it back so much, I don't know when no movie's gonna come out. I don't know. I can't trust anybody's date right now.
I'm hoping that it does drop this Christmas, and then a few months later from that, we will have Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange and Wanda facing off. I really hope that happens. I think Wanda might have a cameo in Spider-Man, and I really can't wait to see that. This is gonna be good. When I saw Evan Peters, I was like, oh my god.
Right.
Oh my god, Quicksilver. Oh, this version of Pietro. I was like, ooh. I thought they was gonna cut the credits off on us though. I thought they was gonna cut the credits and
no,
not let us see.
Vision wasn't having it. He was like, nope.
We're gonna see who this is. Wow, but that was such a great episode. Is there anything else that we like?
There's a lot that happened. I'm pretty sure we missed something.
We missed some things.
But just know this episode was wild.
This episode was wild.
It was my favorite episode so far. And I feel like they're getting better and better.
Yeah, it's getting longer and longer, finally.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we got a 40-minute episode.
But I wonder if the kids are gonna turn to teenagers next episode.
They said, well, she didn't want them to age up. She was like, you can't just run away.
You can't run away from your feelings.
I'm like, well, girl, that's what you're doing.
You don't like how this is feeling and stuff. I'm like, well, you have dead bodies. You know, you parading Vision.
I know that. I'm like, I hate when parents do that. Oh, do as I say, don't do as I do. Like but you literally.
Not as I do.
How you gonna say jealous kids?
Broke in and got his dead body.
Right.
And are using him to parade for your perfect life.
Right, exactly, but
yet they can't age themselves.
Exactly.
Up.
I'm like, what? How you gonna be better than me?
Right. I'm like, man,
don't do as I do. Be better than me. I'm like, what? Like, how you gonna tell them not to age up when you got this whole? You taking over these people's lives. This dude has a family, and
and he doesn't know
what's happening. This is right after the blip. Like now, he Vision had to put him back together because he was going crazy.
Right.
Oh my god, it's such a good episode. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let us know what you think.
Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
share.